Hello, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this reading is a general reading for Scorpios. And yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, this is your state of mind. This is your love and romance. This is your intentions, your inner world, your soul's yearning, your protection energies you have available to you, your emotions. This is the opening guidance, and this is the closing guidance. Okay, so let's get started. You have number 5, and it's quickening. It says, you can never really teach a warrior about the unknown with words. You must use experience. But if you look into the eyes of a woman of power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth ahead of you. However, her eyes can quicken you like a river heading toward the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind. Listen from your heart. If a camel is walking down a path and another camel passes him, the first camel will go faster to keep up. This is how power works. Don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and move to a stronger vibration of power. Quickening. Okay, for your state of mind, you have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. You have the garden and the gate. Romantic feelings for your love and romance. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. You have sea storm, calm amid chaos. You have mysticism for your intentions, and you have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Full moon completion, and you have Astara, fertility. It says it is a perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. What is this? You have dragonfly, air and water, power of light, 2-year cycles, mental clarity and control, illusion and emergence, enlightenment, and emotional and passionate. Oh, and change, of course. Okay, so for the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, it deals with emotions of desire, life force, energy. It says the powerful angel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energies. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Right, and we have the garden of the gate. And so what this state of mind, you're having the intention to say, go towards freeing yourself. Because to me, this is always the pampered pooch. You know, just like the woman holding the coin. But what this one is saying is like you're comfortable where you are, but there's a great wider world out there for you. And you'll never know it unless you leave your comfort zone. And in third chakra, Archangel Chamuel is here telling you that right now you have access to so much power to go after your desires. And it says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Number 32. The sea storm fairy. It says the sea storm being is following her intuition. She will know what to do to make it home. She seems slightly in a trance and is using her inner wisdom and deep knowledge to swim home. She saw beings doing things that would lead to destruction. She has seen how their hubris had led to this upheaval, and her home has sunk under the waves. She now goes out in search of her new home. So too can you. You are surrounded by storms, wild moments, and a great deal of emotional drama at this time. The world you know may be changing in almost unrecognizable ways. There is destruction behind you, and you have left it in the past, but you are still searching for your new home. You will find it if you turn inwards and listen to the inner knowledge that will send you in the right direction. This is a time of upheaval and great change. But if you tune into the deep inner voice and follow the radar you have built in your every cell, you will find the way home through all this chaos and wreckage. The old world is gone. The new world is yet to be found. Trust and follow the compass of your inner guidance. Listen. Check in with your wisdom, then go in that direction. You are more adaptable, more flexible, and more able to survive than you know. So what this is saying is that you're at a point right now where you're going to have to follow by faith, because sometimes you're not meant to know. And these feelings that you're having, that's the inner nudging. To me, these children or angels, they represent the inner nudging. And remember, we were speaking about being too comfortable. So now it seems like you're being shaken up out of this comfort. Okay, so let's get further into it with the clarifiers. Why is the third chakra Archangel Chamuel here? For Scorpios, thank you. Eight of Water. So your desire is to walk away from something in search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So right now, you're following the wisdom, and the power is calling you for you to make these decisions in a quickening space, because once you have access to more power, you have to act or it turns inward on you and results in like fear and depression and all these things. So don't get too comfortable here, because you're seeing that wherever you are, even though on the outside it looks comfortable, really and truly somebody's hubris is causing challenges. Excuse me. Why is the garden and the gate here for Scorpios? Why is the garden and the gate here for Scorpios? Why is the garden and the gate here for Scorpios? Yeah, the world. Again, another card of moving on, of a cycle coming to an end. Why is romantic feelings here for Scorpio? Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Eight of Earth. So let's get more on this, because it seems like your guidance and your inner knowing is telling you to move on in three places, but these romantic feelings you're steady trying to work on because you're feeling like they're real and worth exploring. And it seems like you're ignoring your inner guidance. Why is the Eight of Earth here with romantic feelings for Scorpio? Thank you. Yeah. You're willing to work on this. So if this is not having to do with love, or this is something to do with your business, then it's telling you, your feelings are real and worth explaining. You're falling in love, a wedding proposal, a need to... No, there's no success in that. There's no success in it. Yeah. Because you're being surrounded by three cards. It's telling you that you're not to know. And it's telling you that you're desiring something and you want to put the action into it, but it's advising you to walk away from it. Because you're wanting to put in the work because you're feeling like you're falling in love, But in reality, there's going to be no success to that. Why is the sea storm fairy here for Scorpios? Yeah. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Could you... Thank you. Yeah. So maybe there's a person around you, because remember it did say they're hubris, and hubris, you know, is like arrogance. So it's like somebody's hubris right here, or maybe they're just like a negative Nancy, even though things are okay and it's time for a new cycle, they're trapped in their head and they can't see the brighter side. And in turn, what this is doing is creating chaos, because they're unable to see that, you know, the sun is here. It can come out to be a happy outcome. But you're going to have to follow your intuition while you're in this rocky point of your life when you have stepped through that gate. Why is mysticism here for Scorpios? Why is mysticism here for Scorpios? Okay. Yeah. You're going to be getting internal messages. Like, you know, you're going to be getting these messages, and it's best that you just follow them. Don't wonder why, because it seems like it's going to be happening within a moon cycle, because you come from the new moon and then you come to the full moon where that's completion. What are these messages that Scorpio is going to get that she's going to have to hold faith? Yeah, that it's time to be single. You know, it's the perfect time for you to start a new project. And if the new project is you rebuilding your life after the sea storm fairy is here, then it's a beautiful project. Why is work through your fears here? Even though you might be a bit doubtful, Scorpio. Yeah. Work through your fears. It says defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. You know, don't shadow box with yourself, because you have so much time right now to be able to put into your pursuits and this passion. Because Astara is here and she's telling you that it's the perfect time to create whatever it is you want. And if this has to do with the actual child, like, you know, you actually are pregnant or you've gotten someone pregnant, you know, it's the perfect time for that. Even though things might seem a bit chaotic right now. Remember, life comes in cycles and nothing ever stays the same. That's the beautiful thing about life, is that you can always expect change. Why is the full moon completion here? What is coming to an end for Scorpio within this time frame that they'll be experiencing energies? Yeah. So what's coming to an end is an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, and public recognition. So you're going to be boldly moving forward. And the Chariot is facing towards the stability. I mean the Nine of Pentacles. Would you care to elaborate on the Chariot and the full moon completion, please, for Scorpios? Would you care to elaborate? Okay, so if you're dealing with a Libra, and you felt like this person was a soulmate of yours, then this is coming to an end, because you're going to be boldly moving forward. You know, and within that, you'll get your justice and be able to find a new love. One more card on the Libra and the Two of Water, please. Thank you. Yeah, see? Five of Water. And with the Five of Water is things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positives in a situation, crying over spilled milk. And notice that there's a Two of Cups here, so what's missing is a Three of Cups. And even though there's not a lot of three cards on the board, maybe this was a third-party situation, or maybe the person was only into the frivolous life, like they were not offering a real commitment that you were seeking, like here. You know, you were seeking to be able to work on these romantic feelings that you had, you know, and thinking that the more you gave, the more you would be rewarded. But really and truly, it turned out to be very unsuccessful for you. And the only stability that you're going to be able to find right now is the one that you give yourself. Why is a star here with fertility? Why is a star here with fertility? Why is a star here with fertility? And I also want to say, don't waste your time crying over spilled milk. I know sometimes we get hurt and we get stuck in like this melancholy depression, but remember that you have the third chakra. That's your solar plexus. So you have abundant energy to move forward if you don't get stuck in these low vibrational energies of thinking of the past and expecting the worst, you know, not seeing the beauty that's available to you because a new cycle is beginning. And with the fertility, you got the Ace of Cups. So I always see this after something like this kind of reading. I always see this as self-love. But if somebody new has stirred your interest and that is what you feel like you want to do, like leave one relationship that has ended and has you in chaos to go to another relationship before you do your healing, I wouldn't recommend that, but I'm not here to recommend what you do with your life. I can only tell you guidance, you know. So, but for me, this is always for self-love. So this is telling you that right now is the perfect time for you to focus on yourself and your desires. You know, you have the Ace of Fire here and the Ace of Water here. Can you go further and expound on the Ace of Water with Asura? Will you go further, please? Elaborate on the Ace of Water with Asura. Thank you. Yeah, now is not the time to wait around on giving yourself love. One more, please. Thank you. Yeah. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. You know, so this all is a card of apologies for me and little tokens of love. So being that, you know, this is the perfect time, as I said, if you're beginning to date someone, then take it slow with yourself. But if not, you know, apologize to the inner woundings that you've allowed this relationship to cause in your life. You know, the first person we should be sorry for or to is ourselves. Because when we ignore our inner guidance, we betray ourselves. Why is a dragonfly here? What is this emergence for Scorpios? Thank you. A dreamer. Yeah. See, it's time for you to start a new leap of faith. You know, change the way you're thinking and feeling because you have air and water on the board, and that's emotions and your thoughts. Why is a dreamer here with emergence? Yeah. So, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. You know, the sea storm fairy, and I'm suggesting that this might be this Libra person or somebody who comes in with that authoritative stance that you might be dealing with, you know, but this to me is the thought box lover, you know. Let me get further information. Can I have more information on this Knight of Air? Who is this Knight of Air and what do they want from Scorpios? And why should the dreamer and the emergence be classified with the Knight of Air? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so Scorpio, what this is saying to you is that it's time to move fast away from the illusion of being trapped. You know, be self-assured and restless. Find an adventurous spirit in order to seek this new leap of faith and follow your dreams, because you have the powers here to get what you want. It's just that you seem to be focused on what you've lost, because right now you're at a crossroads. What are these crossroads for Scorpio? 2 cards, please. 1 and One more card, please, too. Yeah, another page, you know. Being outgoing and creative, confident, mischievous, new and exciting new adventure, use originality and ingenuity. And this is the Hangman in reverse. So now it's not a time for you to sit and think. It's a time of action. Remember that you have the third chakra. So if this is not pertaining to love and this is just pertaining to business for you, put it where it fits. But I'm seeing love here. You know, but this could be your own like stagnancy in your life. And not having proper compassion for yourself and being stuck in giving too much to someone else when you should be focusing more on yourself. But now is no time to sit and reflect on these things. You've had the lessons while you sat in this situation. You know, because if you're at a point where you're crying over spilled milk, that means that you've been able to sit and see. You've been able to look at it, but you've been looking at it from the wrong perspective. And now's the time to come out of that. Why is Yamaya here? The grandmother, ocean, and primordial. This is returning to your roots. Yeah. So it's asking you to go back to your roots in order to find your balance. Why is the stability the house card here for Scorpio? Three of water. Yeah, you're wanting happiness in a stable home environment. Why is the three of water here with the house card for Scorpios? Yeah, but it's asking you to follow your intuition. Yeah. While you wait on your ships to come in, about having a happy home environment, having something that's stable. Why is the moon here? You know, and the moon is going to be very significant for you. There's 4 moon cards while we're here, and the sun is reversed. So pay very close attention to the moon cycles. Why is the moon here? Oh, wow. 3 of air. Yeah. So you've been going through cycles of heartbreak. Oh, wow. Why is it 3? Okay, well. Yeah. You've been going through cycles of heartbreak with you unable to find this 10 of water. Why is the snake card here for Scorpios? Why is the snake card here for Scorpios? Why is the snake card? Thank you. Oh. Yeah. You know, when I see this snake, if you're dealing with Aquarius, or there's Aquarius in your life, then this person does not have your best interests at heart, and you should be very careful of them. But if that's not an Aquarius whose sneaky ways are going to be to your detriment, then this is you not being good to yourself, right? This is you not following your intuition and doing the necessary healing and withdrawing from the situation that has you sitting in calm while chaos reigns around you. You know, I'm not telling you to hype up and be mean or anything, but I'm saying take yourself out of a situation that is chaotic. Why is the star here with the snake? Why is the star here, the snake for Scorpios? Why is the star here with the snake for Scorpios? Okay, so someone is juggling. Well, I mean, we did talk about a third-party situation, but I don't really always like touching on those because it's just so prevalent. Yeah. Somebody, even though this is the Magician upright, I have with the snake, I have a very manipulative, you know, someone who's using their powers in the wrong way. You know, because they're not offering healing. They're juggling you or someone else for resources. And they're not offering healing. So with the snake, the star in reverse, I don't even know if you guys can still see that. With the snake and the star in reverse, it's telling you like somebody is either using magic or their powers against you because of their wanting to juggle resources. So whatever, and then people will say, oh, I don't have any money. How can they be juggling me for resources? People plug into you for different reasons. Whether you can cook, or, you know, you wash their clothes, or you're somebody that they can come and dump all their problems on, whatever it is. People use people for a lot of different reasons, and don't get stuck in only a financial resource. You can be a resource to a person for many different things. Maybe they borrow your car all the time. Maybe you're the one always bailing them out of bad situations. Like, whatever it is. Be careful. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Scorpio before we go? 7 cards, if so. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Scorpio before we go? 7 cards, if so. Okay. 5 more cards, please. Four more cards, please. Okay, yeah, that's it. 3 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Wow, okay. Yeah. So this is saying, right? To me, this is sometimes you miss, like something happens, you've made a decision and you avoided a tower. But to me right now, this is not saying that. What this is saying is the tower has already happened. And you're dealing, just like with the sea storm fairy, you're dealing with the in transition phase of not finding a place where you feel comfortable. And you're in the midst of taking that leap of faith, but I don't know if you've actually stepped out and done it yet because you have strength in reverse, right? But there's so much ego here. Like, there's a lot of devilish energy here, and it's a false sense of entrapment, which we saw earlier, right? Because you're feeling so left out. You're not feeling like you're abundant. So you're holding on to what little remains of this situation when all you need to do is really let go. Because the worst thing to do is waste your time in a bad situation for whatever reasons. Because when you finally get out of it, you'll realize that what you were holding onto is absolutely nothing, and that you wasted one of your most valuable possessions, and that's your time, right? Because there's no loyalty here. There's no unity here. There's no commitment here. It has you feeling in the 5 of water energies, and what you need to do now is focus more on yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Be nurturing to yourself. Be empathetic to yourself. Be patient with yourself, because now it's time to make a judgment call so you can regain your strength. You know, because there's an opportunity here, but you're going to have to cut out what is not. You're going to have to speak your mind with confidence. You know, and this point is someone who is a no-joke king. Like, he does what he needs to do. Because there's so much things that is hidden from you. Remember, you got the moon a couple times while in your thing, right? And there's challenging information that you're going to get, right? About this stable commitment, this happy family life, this abundance. It's only causing 5 of air and this lack of stability in your home, because there's nothing but arguments and feeling backstabbed and betrayed. But you're not willing to give up because you're in a state of confusion, because you think this person is your wish fulfillment. Yeah, okay. But what you really need to do is stretch your wings and fly. Take some time to rest. Make better choices of somebody who's really abundant. You know, someone who is focused. And release the being able to make a decision and any sneakiness. Trying to hold on to this small opportunity that's only leading you to be betrayed. And stagnating you into becoming an empress because of this fire. And all you need to do is walk away to calmer waters and allow the wheel. Oh, okay. I can't go no more. All right. Thank you. This is the closing guidance. Evolution number 5. Rejoice. It says science tells us that we are made up of the same stuff as the stars. Yet our physical being is just a part of our journey. The cocoon is just a stage in the caterpillar's evolution to becoming a butterfly, shining like a stained glass starburst in the background of your journey, reminding us that all life is sacred. Every day we take our energy from Mother Earth for life. That is our agreement with the Great Spirit. Rejoice in the magical offering of your physical being and honor your senses. Feeling is the inspiration for sacred ceremony. Do not deny the enjoyment your body experiences within the goodness of all that lives. Evil has no place here. Well, I thank you so much, Scorpio, for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. I pray these messages found you well, and I hope that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.